on it was Hector.
Is the throne empty? Is the king dead? The empire unpossessed?
Off with his head.
You got me going in circles.
All right, let's get right into it. This is the Primo Dirt podcast.
The Primo Dirt Podcast.
And we have special guests today. Who do we have, John?
Today we have Pastor Nate.
What's up, everyone?
Hey, say hello. And then, of course, we got the crew today. We've got the Miranda brothers, Danny and Stevie.
What up? Good evening.
Then we got the creator, Dave Pursley. And I'm Johnny Peace. And we also got a new member here. We got Big Game James.
Yo.
Our tech guy. He's our engineer. So he's driving the train. High on cocaine.
Hey,
And it's not racist.
Speaking of, we were going to start off with a quick prayer.
That's right. We were.
Yeah.
Right?
Let's do it. You guys want to pray?
Yeah.
All right. Do you guys need instructions like bow down,
to.
close your eyes?
No,
close
we
mine,
don't-
or
no, we all grew
Okay,
up in a
full
religious
disclosure. I'm going to do it with my eyes open.
Okay.
Because I just want to
See what happens.
Yeah, I want to see. I when I was a kid, because I haven't prayed in 20 years.
Really?
When I was a kid, yeah, maybe that. I always had my eyes closed, so I want to see what's going on. So let's do this. I'm excited.
Well, the rest of you, opening and closing your eyes is optional, so it's not like a rule or anything. Just so you know.
Ooh, dang.
I'll peek
I thought
up
it was
once.
a rule, and I was breaking it. But I'll go with
It was
that.
a
I'm
rule
still
in
gonna
our
do-
house.
Yeah, it was a rule in our
Don't
house.
tell him what's against the rules because he'll do that.
That's what I'm saying. So it's not a rule, bro. But all right. Yes, you all ready?
Let's go.
Yeah.
Okay, God, we pray that you bless this podcast and all the homies that are here today. And Lord bless John because he's crazy. In Jesus' name, everybody says,
Amen.
Oh, man.
come on. Y'all ain't that bad. You guys knew to say amen. Like, come on.
There was one monk on the mic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We actually thought John was going to be a preacher when we were kids.
I was studying to be a preacher for a short time.
He was.
Well, this
he
is
was
why this
poised
is
to be
interesting.
one.
I hated church growing up, so.
Yeah. I was opposite. I loved it. I loved it.
I loved it.
Yeah.
I couldn't get enough
I like the
hearing
fellowship.
about all the stories and everything. But so tell us a little bit about the church. So you're in downtown LA,
I'm in downtown LA.
and about yourself.
I'm Nate Andrade from Dallas, Texas.
Texas.
That's right.
Yeah. Everything's bigger in Texas,
man,
right?
That's what they say,
Yeah.
bruh.
Right.
No, but in 2008, my wife and I moved from there here to start a church in Long Beach, actually. And we started a church called Free City Long Beach in 2013. And then I got asked to take over a church that was dying, that was dead. It was an African American Methodist church. And so we said, yeah, we took it over, and we've been there ever since. And
Is it still African American?
the congregation is not. We probably have maybe 10% African American. So the demographics completely changed. And so
I love the church that you have going on. You really can't describe the church. They have murals when you're walking through stuff. They have this underground old school electrical room. And then also where they used to like burners, right?
yeah, it's like all huge.
When was the
cast
church
iron.
built?
Okay, so
What are burners? What do you mean?
So
What
they're
do you mean,
basically.
burning.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Let me explain. So we have two buildings side by side. One was built in 1870,
Wow.
which is an old.
So it's a historic building
for sure.
It's
It's
a brick, right? And
It's not a landmark of Los Angeles. It's called a monument. So you can't even like mess with it. Yeah, which was what they told me. I was shocked, but so the one was built in 1870, and then the one that we're in, the big white building, was built in 1895.
So why it got to be a white building?
That's a great question, man. Because I've never seen a black building.
You haven't?
No.
Yeah, we got to make that up.
Not a black church building, by the way.
Yeah, okay.
But anyway, so that's what it was. It's the AME Zion Church. So it stands for African Methodist Episcopal Zion Church, and pretty interesting how that whole story started back in the slaves, and how the Methodists wouldn't allow African Americans to become ministers or anything like that. So they started their own denomination based off of that in 1796 or something.
And how long have you been a pastor, and how long have you been there?
I've been a pastor since 2009, and I've been a pastor, like ordained, like with the denomination since 2016 when I joined them. And the main reason why is was to obviously the buildings, because they're worth quite a bit, and so they gave us a building so we can do the type of ministry that I like to do, that I feel like I've been called to do. And so you can't do ministry when you have like $40,000 overhead every month. So
Do you think you have a controversial approach to? You think you got a controversial approach to the messages that you bring?
For sure.
Because I want to bring it up, but
Yeah, bring it up.
yeah, I mean, if it's okay with you.
Yeah, come on, man. Let's go.
So you did a message, and this really caught my ear.
Where gays go to hell, like immediately.
No,
No, just mess with you.
Which
gays run heaven because they, they're good
totally
designers.
Keep it tidy.
They keep it tidy. But the message you brought up a bottle of, what was it? James Hennessy?
No, it was Crown Royal.
Crown Royale.
Nice.
Onto the pulpit,
Yeah,
and you took a drink.
I did.
And what was the message behind that? Because I felt that's powerful. If you're trying to reach out in a way, do something, could be some shock to it, but there's an actual message behind why you did that.
So let me just explain something real quick.
Besides, it tasted good.
Did you forget you had to work because it was the weekend? But your work is on the weekend.
Yeah, well,
I don't have to work.
Hey, look, man,
Oh, damn it!
come on. You've heard pilots drink on the job, so it's like, come on.
Yeah, we're not.
No, but so let me just explain. So I hated church for a reason, and I'm a pastor's kid, so my dad was a pastor. But
So are we.
yeah, that's
true.
nuts. This is really nuts.
Just three. And
So
almost.
This
Pretty
is
much.
crazy. Listen, I hated church growing up because I was always told that I had to fit this criteria to be in church, but then I also had to fit this criteria to be in ministry. And I was like, it just never made sense. I remember being 5 years old, 6 years old, always complaining, like, why do I have to wear a tie? Or why do you have to have church on Sundays? I would always say, why can't we have church on Tuesday? Why does it have to be Sunday? And why do we have to do this? And why do we have to do this? And I felt like this is not how, if God wired me to be the way that I am, why would I have to change everything that he wired me to be to fit in what he wants me to do?
Yeah.
So it just didn't make sense to me growing up the whole time. So I hated church growing up. So then I got into it. My dad passed away in 2002. Then I got really into, okay, let me try this Jesus thing out. Let me start to learn about him. Because everybody's heard about Jesus. Everybody's heard about God. But most people have the slightest idea about him, period. They just know of him, but they don't know really nothing about him. So I just started reading and started finding out that what Jesus was doing was complete opposite of what I thought he would do as a person. And so with that being said, I was telling John earlier, like if Jesus was alive today, he would want to hang out with us.
Yeah. Would he have a drink?
Maybe.
Would it be Crown Royale because he's the crown prince?
No, it would probably wine.
Okay. It would be the best
A
wine.
Chardonnay
the
or
best wine.
Yeah, like a nice little
Red.
yeah.
Red wine.
So
Rosé.
pretty much, I'm pretty sure it was red.
Nothing sweet.
But what I'm saying is like he got in trouble for doing things his own way. Like Jesus was crucified because he didn't follow the rules. So in essence, Jesus came to break the rules. And because of that, the religious people who were just tighty-whities, they're the ones who crucified him.
And you were saying earlier that a lot of people don't know, all the ins and outs of what of Jesus and stuff. But me and John were wondering, like, do you speculate on how many people in the congregation do you think have read the Bible from beginning to end?
Very little. I would say maybe 5%.
I read it 7 times.
Good for you.
I don't
It was
even
the
know.
Lord's number.
I don't even know if I've done it all the way through. I just kind of like skimmed.
See, but
around a
look,
lot.
so there's a thing that there's something that reading and comprehension are two completely different things.
And it's super hard to comprehend because everything is spoken and
Well, no, not anymore. But so that's part of the point,
Old
right?
English I can handle.
So there's a difference between hearing and listening, right?
Well, yeah, you have like the translated Bibles, of
Yeah.
course, like for today's generation.
So here's
There's like a million
Jesus said that was lit,
translations.
Yeah.
But but the thing is, in our house, our dad was like King James or nothing else.
Yeah.
So we're all we
Of course.
read.
My dad too, but at the same time, look, like there's certain so the Bible is basically a mirror of what happened. There's a scripture that says,
Did you say a mirror?
yeah, it's a mirror.
Oh, okay.
A mirror.
I got you.
Two
How's that
youths.
Texas coming out? Two
Yeah.
youths.
So like look, there's a scripture that says that everything that's happened has already happened, and everything that has going to happen, it has already happened, because God makes it happen again and again and again and again.
So another Jesus will be killed.
No.
Not that though. Then
See,
No.
and that's what I never understand.
Okay, but let me explain. Let me explain. So it's a mirror. Like if you read the Old Testament is physical. It's a physical book. Like you had to physically kill something to ask for forgiveness,
Kill a
shedding
ram
of blood or
or
whatever.
sheep or whatever.
So did you know that the poor people who didn't have rams, you know what they would kill?
their children.
Rats.
Pigeons.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
As long as you kill something.
Yeah, blood will have to be shed.
You
So
gotta
not
kill
each other.
something. Okay, I got you.
But if you read the story of like Israel and how it all came about and the whole nine, dude, there's no difference between them and between us today. Like it's just a mirror. That's what I mean, but it's a mirror. So anyways, when Jesus comes, he comes to break all those religious rules, to break all the surface. See, religion is a lot like politics, right? They want to keep you to know just enough to be interested, but not enough to be dangerous.
Yeah, I get you.
You know what I'm saying?
There's a lot of
They
like
want you in line.
Because it's like, look, I'm gonna give you just enough to survive while I just get filthy rich.
And you start questioning it, they're like,
It's too late.
Yeah.
And then if you push back, and all of a sudden you disappear, or whatever the case they do, conspiracies, whatever. Well, Jesus was
now
kind
you're
of
talking Scientology.
yeah. Well, Jesus was in that same kind of. He was like, look, it's just like the rule was, if you committed adultery, you get stoned to death.
Yeah, everybody's got to get stoned.
And then Jesus says, wait. But if you have not, so that was total controversial, right? And it's like, well, what? But it made sense. So because it made sense, everybody dropped the stones and walked away. And then he tells the lady, look, just don't sin no more. You're straight. You're good. Just don't sin no more. So my approach to ministry now is real simple. I love God. I love people. And I want to serve people. That's it.
That's it. Bottom line, right?
There's no agenda with me. There's no like hidden messages. It's just real plain and simple. So the bottle situation was, the whole message behind that was, I wanted to see the reaction from people, because how many times have you guys been in a church service and you look around you and half the congregation is like dozing off?
Oh, that was me.
They're all
That was me. I was
They're all
dozing
drunk.
off.
Okay.
Everybody in there's drunk.
So
Yeah, my dad would smack me in the back of the head.
yeah. So that I was like, all right, I'm gonna throw a wrench in this whole deal, and I'm gonna actually see who actually catches me bringing a shot glass out and just having a little sip while I'm trying to preach God's word, right? So what happens is, I do it, and it was like a, oh my god, and then that reaction was exactly what I was trying to get out of people, to say, how does that really make you feel?
Well, I remember when I went to school with Thursday Chapel, and one of the lessons I remember the most, we had one guy that used to get very theatrical with his preaching, and I just remember it to this day forever. I think about it every now and then.
Wait, what was his name? Because I wonder if he was there when I went there.
Mr. Mobley.
Yeah, I know Mr. Mobley.
Yeah, he was pretty awesome.
Wasn't he on Saved by the Bell?
No, different one. But Mr. Mobley did one where he was going over the verses that talk about your tongue, like lying and the things people do that like tearing people down and stuff with your language, and he carried a cow tongue the whole time, stalking the stage back and forth, saying, "This is how ugly your tongue can be when you're saying and doing the wrong things."
You know how good
when you're
that
a
tastes,
cow.
though? Like cow tongue is
And,
awesome.
you make a
bro.
taco out of it.
Yeah.
You guys fed me cow tongue one time.
I love it, man.
Steak.
I love it. It tastes like steak, but it's a little
Yeah.
rubbery.
Yeah, I got sick. I
Yeah.
felt sick the next day.
But that was all mental.
Yeah.
No, because I didn't know it was cow tongue. I felt sick, and then they
Oh.
told me afterwards it was. I think that was just a baker's.
So you
restaurant.
never eaten ass? You never have?
No.
Yeah, he has. He just doesn't know it.
You never had a rump roast?
You never had a rum roast? You got bite on it.
but see those type of things.
He's just a receiver.
Amen.
I'm a power bottom.
Pastor Nate agreed on that. You think
No,
you
but
were
when-
a receiver?
When we went to that Christian school, like we didn't go together. But
It's
the
so
same-
crazy. I
we
went to
the same
Christian
one.
school too. It's nuts.
So if we went to Christian school and then just normal church, because I only went to Christian school when I got in trouble in public school. My
so
parents sent
so
me.
did I.
And it wasn't like a fancy private school.
Nope.
No, it was
it
just,
was where all the bad kids went.
my last one I went to. I actually worked with the janitor like freaking freaking Goodwill Hunting just to pay part of the tuition. So all the kids kind of made fun of me for that.
Okay.
But but one thing I remember is, okay, so we'll start with just Monday. Monday night, there was sometimes a Bible study. Mm-hmm. Now, Monday through Friday, we had at least 1 hour of Bible study in class, which was like a English, history. It was like actual.
A subject.
Yeah. So then Tuesday, sometimes there'd be a Bible study. Wednesday would be chapel at school. Thursday, sometimes there'd be a Bible study at night. Friday was like youth group. Saturday morning was like men's prayer breakfast that I would tag along with my dad. Saturday night could be something youth group. Sunday was church twice. So
twice.
Every week, morning and night. You remember?
We used to do that
every
too.
week. It was just a lot of church, and it just kind of.
So let me ask you all something.
I didn't like it.
Okay,
after a
yeah.
while.
So Jesus came to have a relationship. That's the main thing. That's the whole synopsis of the Bible, right? So when you're not in relationship with someone, because my question would be, then why did you stop? And I know the answer to that, and that is just because you didn't have a relationship with the Lord. Like, if you really had a relationship, like I've been married to 18 years with my wife, right? My relationship with her is continual, and so I'm continually pursuing and continually building this life with her because I'm in relationship. Anything you're not in relationship with, like you just told me you quit smoking cigarettes, so you're not in that type of relationship anymore. So guess what? Out of sight, out of mind, right?
God, no, I want a cigarette.
No, I get it, but
it's been a month and I just want to smoke every day.
I know, because you just started, but it's like,
but yeah,
but it's kind of that deal where you're not pursuing something, then it's like it's no big deal. So then it starts falling off. The what's it called? Not routine, but
The radar.
Yeah, and the next thing you know, it's like, oh, I haven't been to church for 20 years. Like, wow, like really, it's been that long. It's just that it's not in your relation. You're not pursuing it. So that's kind of what.
I guess like one of my friends the other day said that he chooses his wife every day. It's not something you chose and then you get married and that was the choice. The choice is continual. It's every day. So I guess I could see that applied to relationship with Jesus as well.
Yeah, it's definitely a choice, and that's why when people, when I'm in interesting conversations, like especially with like the gay community, they love having conversations with pastors, and it's like it's a choice. Love is a choice. Everything you do is a choice. You have a choice to smoke. You have a choice not to smoke, right?
I can see that. Like I choose my wife every day, and every once in a while I kind of try to choose somebody else just for like a night, and then it doesn't work out, and then I go back and I choose my wife the next day.
Okay,
well, and I kind of like that relationship.
You guys choose to argue a little bit.
Yeah, we choose to argue a lot. That's one of our things. You ever been to another church, like an Islamic church or a temple?
I've been to like Catholicism. That was amazing timing.
Steve chiming in.
The pizza
and
is ready.
I've been to a monk, what do they call those, monasteries and stuff?
Yeah.
And just to kind of just chill and I've talked to Muslims and had.
Did you feel like you were cheating on your God with another God?
No, man.
No, it was just like
I'm not that insecure.
Is there Muslim church? I would imagine there's Muslim churches like throughout LA, but is there some downtown nearby you guys?
Not that I know of. Not that I know of, but I know some people that are Muslim for sure. Yeah, and they awesome. and they're pretty much similar to, other than what they believe, like in the traditional from like Middle East and all that. They're a lot more extremist, but they're pretty much all about peace and about emotionally controlling your emotions and controlling what goes on around you and stuff like that.
Something kind of like that. I was listening to earlier when you were talking. You said something about God's not mad at you for the wiring you had when you were young. You hated church, just like God wouldn't be mad at us for the wiring where we love church. Do you feel like God made you that way at that time, and that has an effect on how you are later on, and so your wiring now has changed? But
it hasn't changed.
You weren't sinning by hating church, or do you feel you were sinning by hating church?
No. So the word sin means apart from.
Yeah,
that's all it means. So if you are apart from something, that means you're not a part of it. So that means you're detached from it. That's all that means. So, and the word repent basically just means to change your mind.
Yeah.
But those are two words that are so hard to hear when you got a Christian, Jehovah's Witness, whoever, just trying to shove it down your throat, and it's not that harsh. So my wiring hasn't changed.
Yeah.
My understanding has changed.
I think all our wiring. This is just me thinking scientifically with the brain and neural pathways, right?
Right.
As we get older, our wiring changes because we learn more, so we're opening up new pathways.
Or you smoke too much weed.
Or we smoke it, and so we change it a different way, where all of my wiring is green now.
See, I'm agnostic. I don't know if there's a God or not.
Right.
Let's go
I don't
through
want to
everybody.
say.
Yeah.
I don't want to say there is no God like an atheist because I don't think anyone can. You could say and you can believe, and that's where faith comes in.
Right.
But I mean, to truly know, how can you know one way or another?
We're gonna listen to a word from our sponsors, and we'll be right back. Hold on, Steve. Do you have anything to say?
The pizza's ready.
Okay. Now here's a word from our sponsors.
Are you planning for the future? Are you sitting at home right now watching one of our commercials at 3 in the morning on a Tuesday? Of course you are. You're an alcoholic piece of shit. But act now, and one of our operators can assist you in exploring the possibility of amusement park ride operators. Yes, here at Cal Weaver's Amusement Park Ride Operator and Carnival Game Assistant, you can learn all the secret ins and outs of the amusement park industry. Work your way up to mascot or corn dog vendor. The sky's the limit at Cal Weaver's School of Roller Coaster and Carnival Ride Operator Assistant. Ask one of our many happy former students who was able to receive work just 3 to 4 months after completing his classes. Yeah, job's all right. I'm working with the Union Brotherhood, local number 428. They're okay. It's a good group of guys. Some good stuff happening. A lot of good single moms out here. And, I just keep doing what I'm doing. I just working on my music career. And so Cal Weaver's Amusement Park School of Roller Coaster Ride Operators. We will teach you hand signals, safety protocols, and how to speak so fast that nobody will understand what you're saying. Excuse me, We'll even teach you the exit greetings. Folks, please make sure you keep your hands up when you exit and enjoy the rest of your day. Folks to the back. At Cal Weaver's Amusement Park School of Ride Operators and Carnival Assistant Game Operators, you too can learn all the secrets of the pros. Call now. Operators are standing by.
Pastor Nate is from Texas. I wanted to see what he thought about the snow and people testing out the snow.
Did you see those videos?
I did.
What'd you think?
Is it real or fake?
It's real.
Real snow.
You
That's
think
the
it's
final
real?
word. Real snow.
Huh?
Real snow.
Oh, you think it's real snow, not
Yeah.
that the video's real, that it's fake snow.
No, I think it's real. My mom, I was on the phone with her like every day, and she was like, "Dude, I've lived here 42 years. I've never seen so much snow." And it was like 0 degrees for a couple of days.
But did she try to burn the ice?
With the lighter.
She did not.
People are, so Danny, explain what
So it's actually a process called sublimation. It's when
Sounds biblical.
yeah, right. So if you take a ball of ice and then put a flame to it, it gets black. It doesn't melt right away, and that's because it turns back into a vapor when you do it that way. If you left that snowball just to sit on a plate, it would eventually just start melting.
Yeah. Wow.
So the whole ice thing, it's
So people are making videos. You have to
yeah.
explain it for
They're-
some
what they're
people
saying-
don't have no idea what you're talking about. They're listening.
There's a few videos where people were taking snow and then holding a lighter under it, and it was turning black. Like, this is fake snow. Bill Gates did this. Bill
And
Gates
Soros.
funded by George Soros.
Hey, you think
created the storm, and this is all fake snow.
Do you think a stoner is the first one to try to smoke that snow? Right? Wouldn't it be the first? Like, I'm gonna smoke some snow.
I've seen someone smoke out of an ice bong, like make bong out of like snow and ice,
wow.
and, like pour water,
Yeah.
and then just go to town on it.
I bet you it was a cool hit. That's a cool motherfucker.
But yeah, so it's not fake snow. It's not Bill Gates. Bill Gates.
No, it's
Not Bill Gates
real,
again?
man. Come on.
And there's also conspiracies that the power grid is because of the windmills. They were showing videos of a helicopter defrosting ice off these windmills, and they're saying, "Look at that!" But that was actually footage from like Denmark, from like 2014 or something.
So
And
it's
the
science.
windmill takes about 20% power. They do about 20% of power in Texas.
But, so why are the windmills not working in Texas?
Well,
because they have windmills
did
in
freeze up.
Antarctica.
Yeah, they did. They
But
did
they
get
have
cold.
like there's windmills right now in Antarctica.
But the main reason why it went down, and they've been warned over the years, saying that your system is not set up for winter.
Yeah.
Texas is the only state that works off of their own grid because they don't want government.
So they have like
regulation.
gas powered windmills until the gas froze.
And so they wanted. It was supposed to be cheaper, and there was no government regulation, which Texas is always all about. That
But you also
freedom.
got to consider like the equipment that you have in Antarctica is not the same equipment you have in Texas.
It's winterized. That's the thing. Their stuff's not winterized, and they're like, "Well, this is Texas. Yes, it gets cold, but it never gets like that
that.
cold."
No, that was
well. This
historical.
year it got that cold.
Yeah.
Now here's where the conspiracy theorist does come into play.
Okay.
There are weather altering devices. They've been around for years. It's called the HARP program.
Never heard of it.
U.S. military. Google it. It's not a conspiracy. It's legit.
So they've done tests on trying to do it and seem like and it's a butterfly.
Oh, they
effect,
can do
I'm
it.
Sure. It's a butterfly. effect.
What's in Dubai? They're doing it. In
Dubai, they're actually doing
they're
it. Yeah,
seeding
just do
they're
it.
seeding clouds in Dubai to make it rain.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
yeah.
What?
Yeah, and they can create and stop tornadoes with a laser.
Yeah, but what happened in Texas
Laser.
is honestly just climate change, and this is where here's where religious things trips me out.
All right,
'cause
talk to me.
I think climate change is real,
It is real. Yeah, of course.
and
It's
a lot
actually
of,
biblical
It's always
too.
changing.
and a lot of people think, well, the rapture will come before it gets bad, so screw it.
Sure.
One thing that always trips me out about the Bible is there's no mention of UFOs or aliens, not that I've seen.
Or dinosaurs.
This year's been such a crazy year that the government pretty much came out and said, here's some UFOs. We're not trying to hide it anymore.
Yeah, I'm
So
curious
that's
about-
where I start to question. Like, where they showed like footage from F-45 pilots, I want to say.
Yeah,
the Air
there's a
Force.
lot of footage.
They showed it and they said, this is legit. We don't know what this is.
I know a chopper pilot that for here in Long Beach, and he actually chased a UFO at one point, just kind of watching it. And he talks about it, like, yeah, it could be anything, could be government, but at the same time, it was unidentified. He didn't know what it was, and he was a pilot in the war in Iraq. He was a pilot here in Long Beach, and so this guy's been in the air a lot, and it's the only one he's seen. But there's a lot of unidentified stuff. I believe there's UFOs. I mean, we'd have to think that.
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
There's no
if we're
mention
the
of that
only
in the
peop-
Bible. That's what
No,
always trips me out with the Bible.
but the Bible does specify that there are things that are in secret. That there are things that not even angels in heaven know that God has done or has not done. The Bible also says that how He thinks and how we think is far different as the earth is from the heavens.
What if aliens are like God's side project after humans? He's like, oh my God, that's so much better. Because humans are such terrible things.
Well,
It would have to be
like
before him.
he only likes the Jews here, but like he has a whole planet. He's kind of digs somewhere else in another galaxy. He's like
Jewish
the Jew-
space lasers.
Well, it's like if you're gonna
Lasers.
play the what if game, it's an unending game.
It
Yeah,
is.
that's
It
right.
really
So
is.
it's not like, when people always talk about the rapture, they talk about climate change. The Bible talks about climate change. So it's real. It's happening. But
So
the
why
Bible
would it-
also says that we are responsible for this earth, this planet that we're living on.
Yeah.
So we're all going to be held accountable, in my opinion.
There's so many religious people who don't believe in climate change.
Well,
No, it's true.
Even if there was no climate change, it's not like we made the earth a little cleaner and better for no
okay.
reason. No, because we live here and it's a little cleaner and
Yeah,
better, and that's
you
cool.
wouldn't pee in the corner of your room.
Do you think the earth can be saved, or do you think it's past the point of no return? I think it's past the point of no return.
No,
As far as the earth, as far as climate change and all that?
Yeah.
It can be. It can because look, the way God created things is it's just like your body, right? Your body can heal itself.
Yeah, but
It can heal it. No.
no one's
if
ever
you
drilled
stop
holes in my body to
smoking-
pull the
No,
natural
but-
resources out of it.
here's
No,
the
but
thing.
it's the same. It's the same concept. Like if you cut yourself, your body produces more.
Yeah,
skin.
I could see
Yeah.
that.
So when the earth is the same way. Like when with the whole COVID thing, when it first happened, and it was like what, a month of like no road. I mean, no traffic.
The water's turned
The water changed.
clear.
Bro, me and my wife were in San Simeon up here in up here by Pismo.
Okay, yeah.
We were up there. We were in a beach hotel, like right on the water. And dude, I swear to you, the water was different. The clouds were different. The blue was different.
Yeah,
I remember
ocean
that. I
water
go outside
was
every once in a
clear.
while, just take a small short walk, and I'd be like, it's like real nice out.
Yeah, it was like super weird. And at night, dude, I kid you not, we were on the patio of our room, which was literally on the beach, and I was like, the freaking water's glowing, babe.
was
And
clear.
then when the wave would come in, the whole thing would just light up. It would be like if you took a rope light and just, it was just crazy. And I was,
So it's healable, but for humans to survive, we have to be moving. We have to keep economies going. That
yes.
requires cars and boats and planes.
I get all that, and that's something that we have to deal with and have to figure out. But at the same time, though, you got to understand that. Look,
Teleportation.
yeah, well,
They
that would be
needed
amazing.
to dump money to teleport
Mars.
First of all,
Mars.
if rules and regulations were set in place where once a month or even once a week you would be like, Mondays is no move Mondays, where we just work from home, nobody has to do anything, nobody has to do nothing, the climate change would change again, but for the better. Just one day. And you know what they're going to do that? They're going to do that eventually, in my opinion, is because this whole COVID thing has revealed
That people can work from home.
not only that, but we don't need what we think we need.
Yeah, we can do things differently.
Yeah. But because, especially with the school system, my wife's a school teacher, so all that's happening around what COVID has discovered, what it illuminated was that thing that I just said. What we need, we think we need, we really don't, and we don't. But the problem with people have is change.
Yeah.
I think prison.
Yeah.
I think prison can prove that.
Oh, for
Look
sure.
how many people go to prison and then die in prison.
Well, yeah, but that's because you're forced there.
True, but they didn't need that freedom. I mean, the ones that stuck with it and didn't off themselves, they stuck with it.
I mean, I get that.
Some would say we're forced to stay in our houses in certain places.
That's true, but you're not, because you can walk around the block. You can walk to the corner store.
China was different.
Oh yeah, I mean, but
And
not
that's why they
communist.
don't have COVID. You come out of your house, they'll shoot at you. But that's why they
India.
don't have COVID
You see
anymore.
the videos where Indians in India, if you were out, they would like whoop you back home.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like they would.
I think in Canada right now, their lockdown is still pretty
It's pretty
tight,
severe.
and you can't go out past 8 unless you're walking your dog.
Oh, so the
And there
dog
was
can
a
go out.
story of this lady walking with her husband, calling him her dog. So the authorities
Didn't buy that.
they didn't play that.
He,
So all
he didn't
businesses
call
shut
her,
down?
that's my bitch. Like, that would have actually might have sold.
After 8 o'clock, all businesses shut down.
I'm not sure if it's still like that now, but a week ago, yeah, there was a
pretty
bunch
bad.
of Canadian podcasters and online people who were just showing what was going on in their city and their town. And the lockdowns actually got to that point where you couldn't go out unless you were walking your dog.
There's one country during the beginning of the lockdown when the whole world was like everybody locked down, 2 months or whatever. There was one country with the leader, and he's super crazy. This guy, I think it's Belarus.
From where?
I
What
want to
country?
say the country is called Belarus.
Oh, okay. I thought that was the leader.
But the president of the country is like
I failed
super insane.
geography.
Just like one of those guys that has like he'll go like on the country's Saturday program show and like play guitar and do magic. Just like a weirdo, just like a psycho. But he was like,
What a sociopath.
yeah, he's like
magic.
I'm just saying, like he's just like one of those guys.
Weirdos.
He just like he has a music video, like right where he plays the solo. A bunch of like fog comes around and you can't see his fingers, but you hear the music.
Yeah.
So he just basically said, we're not going to lock down. We're not going to. In fact,
Yeah, I see
we're
that.
going to play
I seen that
soccer.
He was there, Arizona.
Like he drove around this big crater in a truck.
Well,
He's off-roading. He's not just a nut job.
Yeah, he's not just a ruler like of the country. He's a rock star.
Yeah.
He has music videos, and he does he makes rock songs for the whole country.
Yeah.
And they go to see him like a concert.
We'll throw something up.
It is bad. It's not
everybody can
good.
know
It's
who
not
we're talking
good.
about.
And he doesn't know how to play, but he pretends he knows how to play.
Awesome.
But it's funny when you see him like
But
they
think
play the
about
song
it.
and right before the solo, all the fog machines.
But just think about
Can't
it,
see
dude.
anything
If who would not want to be in his shoes? Though?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
More power
Yeah.
to him.
Rock star
like,
president.
But yeah,
I mean, the people are going for it.
Yeah,
Right.
but yeah, I mean, like he was holding soccer matches. He told everybody go out and eat, and I mean, they got hit pretty hard. But
yeah.
I mean, Sweden was doing the whole herd immunity, and they also got hit pretty hard.
It's
yeah.
all in an effort to keep people from getting sick, but it's helping the environment at the same time. But I wanted to wrap around to something that you said. Do you think you asked Nate? Do you think that the Earth is healable? But we have to think of I think of the Earth in a different way. We're the virus on the Earth in a sense.
There's too many of
But
us.
the
though.
Earth, it's not that. It's that
And we need too much food. And
no, we just haven't focused on how to clean it up. But what I'm saying is the Earth is going to be here when we're gone.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, there's a theory that we're on our third go-round. Like, people have evolved 3 times.
I sort of heard what you said, but I got stuck on, is the word healable a word?
Is healable a word?
It's a word.
I just want to resolve that. Is it?
I don't know.
Pretty sure
I'm going to look it up. I'll look it up.
Means to heal.
But the idea is that
Able to heal.
and I believe this. The earth wasn't made for us. I don't believe in the creation theory. I believe, and there's a lot of people all over the board on this, religious or not. A lot of like the Catholic Church admits that evolution was the way that there's creationism through evolutionism, and then there's the creationist theory, and then there's the ones that believe that it's just the evolution, Big Bang theory. But the whole idea is that the earth was not created for us. We're on the earth. And the earth is something that's going to be there when we're gone. So if it's not healable, what are you talking about?
So let me ask you this question. What was it created for?
It wasn't created at all.
Oh, really?
I believe that the Big Bang theory, I don't believe in the designer theory. I don't believe that earth is a designed by a God. I believe that it exists through the Big Bang.
Well,
And the whole thing is, we can say, well, who created the earth? Well, who created God? We can go that way with it.
Okay.
And then, so if you're saying, oh, God works in mysterious ways, or let's say God is not going to let us know a lot of stuff, right? Well, I think we just don't know a lot of stuff. And it isn't God that's dictating that we don't know the stuff. Like I said, the earth isn't created for us, that we're on the earth. And if we think we're damaging the earth, we're damaging the earth for ourselves. We're not damaging the earth. The earth is made of carbon. It's a bunch of molecular elements, properties that are out. We're part of the stars. They found that the stars outside are made of the same thing that we're made of, and everything is linked. So
you know why?
It's all chemicals.
But you know why? The Bible says that. The Bible says what you just said.
No, it doesn't say
yes,
that.
It
That's
does.
a guarantee. I've read the Bible 7 times. It does not say any of that.
It does. You know why it's made the same way?
Can you give us a verse?
Yeah. It's in
verse.
Genesis. The Bible says that we were made out of the dust of the earth.
Yeah. Okay. So I get that.
Since the earth comes from space.
That he breathed
the same thing.
He breathed the breath of life into us from the dust.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing you just said.
No, it's
you just said that the stars. Wait, you said that the
point.
stars are made of the same thing we're made of.
There's
That's
one.
exactly what
There's
Scripture
one
says.
point involved, but it also says that the earth was created in 7 days. So are we going to nitpick what we believe or cherry pick what we believe?
The Bible is very clear on how it was created.
7 days.
The sun was created first.
Yeah, but see, here's where I believe that America is not educated in the sense where they're not grasping onto the reality of what scientists have found out. What they're doing is they're grasping onto creationist theory. But if we
does
listen
it
to
say the sun though? He just said, "Let there be light."
Okay, well, what else is going to give you light?
So,
clapper. I don't know.
Oh, is that right?
Maybe God has like a cool clapper set up.
You think
Space that we don't know about.
But the whole
only used it once.
You
just to create.
Could have been all the stars.
Could have been all the stars.
You can think that. Yeah.
So
the sun is a star.
Yeah, exactly.
It is
and it's halfway burnt out.
So that's the idea, is that you have the Catholic Church who's believing in evolution. They believe in that. You have a lot of pastors getting on there, and you can't deny science in a sense. So you have to. A lot of people say they shouldn't teach evolution because it should just stop at the Genesis 1.
Well, the carbon dating always trips me out, though, too. If the Earth is billions of years old,
Yeah,
and
we
the
can-
Bible say it's thousands of years old.
No,
there's no mention of dinosaurs in the Bible, but there is mention of large beasts and things like that.
So look, the Bible also says that one day to the Lord is 1,000 years.
Yeah.
Correct.
So
can I get a penny?
So that's
because that's got to be millions of dollars, baby. Just one penny, God.
something else.
But is that just covering a basis that's
No,
just
so-
a blanket statement to cover everything?
I believe so.
You can, I mean, if you make a statement like that, you're basically covering all your bases.
Wait,
and you can.
What shade of color do you think Jesus is?
I think he's bronze. He was in the Bronze Age? No, he was.
Because a lot of people say he would be black historically.
Okay.
Yeah, he's definitely dark
Egyptian,
descent, for sure.
olive skin, kind of like me.
Yeah, he's not blue eyes, long hair, nice.
That'd be
red hair.
awesome if Steve was the
Jesus?
reincarnation of Jesus. It's because he looks like Buddha, so he can be cool with the reincarnation, but he's probably the color of Jesus.
Who's that pastor? Remember we saw him Religulous, and he said he was Jesus, the second coming of Jesus.
Yeah.
What?
He was a South American pastor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen Religulous,
it's
so funny. Bill Maher.
Yeah.
Check it out.
So, and about dinosaurs, like dinosaur wasn't a word in the Bible, but they were just animal. They would have just been animals.
Yeah.
They wouldn't have been a big distinction. I would imagine.
Or creatures.
What if
creatures? I think. Well, they said the unicorn. What the Bible calls a unicorn might have actually been a dinosaur.
Oh, okay.
Like a rhino, a giant woolly rhino type thing.
A unicorn is like a super hot chick that's down to earth, right?
We've all seen that video,
I
right?
think,
You're
yeah.
saying they don't
That's
exist.
the greatest YouTube video ever.
They do. They're just like really hot and in the Midwest.
Yeah, some
They're not from
farm.
California. That's
I'm
for
not
sure.
sure they got you, Steve.
I know.
But I did.
Yeah.
That sales video.
Yeah, I'll show that
Best.
later.
I think.
Thanks.
Yeah, we'll throw in the link in the comments. And Danny had a good question about Bernie.
Oh yeah. I noticed that a lot of, and I'm not projecting this on you.
No, it's all good. Listen, shoot whatever you want to shoot.
No, I noticed it's a lot of religious people lean towards the right, and I think the main cause of that is the abortion topic, and you could see that over the last couple of years.
Sure,
it used to be for abortion, against abortion. Now it's against abortion and murders babies, and like the verbiage is getting like much more extreme. But religious people, they tend to lean right, which means a lot of Christians were voting for Trump.
right.
But you would think that a lot of Christians would gear more towards Bernie. And if Jesus was alive today, I think he would have been a socialist.
You would have voted for it because he's a Jew?
Why?
You know what I'm saying?
What's that?
Explain why Bernie.
Oy vey.
Why Bernie?
Why would Jesus vote for Bernie?
Because
What a bumper sticker.
Danny was saying that
think
Bernie's
because of
more
the
like
hits.
Jesus because he's more down to earth.
He's just down to earth. He's frugal. He's not about money. He's not. He believes.
He's
in-
not about money.
Definitely
but he
not a
lives
sellout.
well.
And that's exactly
He lives
why.
well. He's earned a living. He's not against earning a living.
No,
he's
but-
against the.
He's actually one of the poorest senators. That
Yeah,
exists.
exactly. He's against 1% having more money than the entire country.
That's
combined.
exactly why he didn't get the presidency.
Exactly, because
That's simple.
He didn't sexually harass anybody. He's not a player when it comes to big money or lobbyist or any of that. He's actually for the people. And that's why I think Jesus would vote for Bernie, in my opinion.
One thing that confounded me though was when Trump was president. A lot of people were saying that God chose Trump. When did God start choosing the presidents? It seems
He
more like
must
he would
have-
allow it. Not
So,
choose
He
You
it.
know
must have
what?
unchose Trump the
And
second time.
and I'm as a pastor, I hate Christians for saying that, and I hate other pastors for saying that. As a matter of fact, I'm disassociating myself from pastors that would say that because I don't believe that to be true at all.
Because by that logic, and I'm not saying this is true, but by that logic, that would mean that God chose Biden or chose Trump to
Yeah,
lose.
so no,
Yeah.
and I don't think that's that either.
There's a
Exactly.
verse in the Bible that says the heart of the king is in the hand of the Lord. So
Yes.
that doesn't mean he chose. That just means that whoever is the Pharaoh or whatever at the time when the verse was written is somebody that God holds a heart. But then, of course, those pharaohs were dastardly bastards in a lot of ways. But let's take another quick break. We're going to get a word from our sponsor, and then we'll come back right after this message.
Who is your sponsors, by the way?
Us.
The American spirit has never stopped fighting, and it never will. We've always reached for the moon, the stars, and everything we hold dear. Space exploration is the final frontier. Let's plant our seeds now. Join the Space Force and serve America.
Space Force! Space Force!
All right, thanks to our sponsors, we're back. And I wanted to give a moment of recognition for the end of Daft Punk and Fry's.
Ooh, Fry's Electronics?
Fry's Electronics, yeah.
Is no more.
And Daft Punk ended after 29 years.
Yeah. Nice of you to say that.
But we can't do like a moment of silence because that would be dead air and that would be weird.
Yeah.
And they're all
So
still
let's
alive.
do a moment of any noise you want to make. I'm doing Michael Jackson. Ready? 1. That's it? It was just us?
Yeah,
You guys don't care about Daft Punk?
They don't care.
Who cares?
They're just doing it so they can come back and have a reunion tour and make a bunch of money probably.
There you go.
But Mr. Potato Head, how do we feel about that?
Well,
I think it's stupid.
No, it's just
because
Potato Head now.
They made Mr.
Well, no, not
Potato Head,
necessarily.
then Mrs. Potato Head, right?
Yeah.
So they have both male and female anatomy.
Yeah.
So you can buy one or buy two
Yeah.
or whatever, mix and match and do your own thing. Why you got to make it gender neutral?
Well, here's the thing. They didn't get rid of it. or maybe that was their original plan, but then they got so much backlash, Hasbro.
Yeah.
So then they said, whoa, no, you can still buy Mr. Potato Head and Mrs. Potato Head. We're also just going to have this third option, which is
Called
just
Pat.
Potato Head. They're just going to call it Potato Head.
Potato Head.
Potato Head.
Well, if they're gonna throw a third option, fine.
Yeah.
Don't get rid of the other two.
Well, one of two things happened. Either that's the route they were going to go, and they got so much backlash, like bad idea, fire whoever college student we hired in marketing.
But do they have to change Toy Story now?
Either that, or they just always originally
No.
Here's what happened. They changed it for a marketing move, and it also fits in with the narrative. So they're doing that as well. But it's a marketing move because now they can just make one potato and sell it to two people instead of making more.
Yeah.
So the business side, I think it's just a business marketing move. But the whole cultural war stuff, that's the journalists are journalisming all over it.
I think the greatest advice I ever heard is if you're going to open a business, if you're going to be like in business, keep your politics to yourself.
Here's the thing.
And that's 100%. How you'll make the most money.
It's going to sell because it's going to sell. No press is bad press. And if it's selling fast, it's a hot potato.
But it's Mr. Potato Head. It's always going to sell.
Right?
It's always going to sell.
How did you get through grade school?
It's like Monopoly.
With those jokes.
Well, I think the original potato head didn't even come with the potato. You had to use your own potato. It just came with the glasses, the legs, the arms.
And the eyes. Because all potatoes have
corn
eyes.
cob pipe.
And the corn cob pipe. Arr.
Is that true? You used to have to bring your own potato?
That was the
I think so. I think the original one, they just give you the accessories.
Well,
You'd have to use your own potato.
That was probably the original idea. Was just it was a home craft where if you have kids, you have potatoes, and they could put stuff on their potatoes.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah. Hey, in Ireland, they sell corned beef with it. Like it's a plastic corned beef, and it's like Mr. Corned Beef. Two of them iron into ya.
But is a Mr. or Mrs. Potato Head like? How do you know that that's a male or a female? Whether they have lipstick or not?
Yeah,
one comes with a mustache and one doesn't.
The ears had little earrings like drawn into it, and then red lips.
Where did
like
they put their
lipstick.
genitalia? Because you're not really a male or female without genitalia.
Inside, you have to break it open.
They were
okay.
What's the word? Cisgender? I don't even know.
Scratch and sniff.
Scratch and sniff.
Maybe they're being nature. What is it? Nature correct.
What's it called? Anatomically correct.
Yeah.
Like a Ken doll or
no,
Barbie
not
doll.
hermaphroditic. They're no,
not hermaphrodite. No, it's just anatomically correct is the term.
Yeah.
Hermaphrodites when you're born with both parts.
It doesn't really bother me because a Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head is exactly the same thing with different accessories.
Pretty much, she gets a purse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can buy
nothing.
You can buy two kits if you want a Mrs.
I've seen guys with purses.
What's that?
I've seen guys with purses.
Mr. Potato Head. He's old school.
I roll with the bag.
Oh, that's true.
I roll with the bag.
He fought in Korea, damn it.
Yeah, he did.
Is it more fun to have a Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head or have a potato head that just has a bunch of pieces to be whatever you want?
Yeah.
Last time I played with a Mr. Potato
kid's
Head
like,
was
"Oh, I
probably
don't
10
like
years
this."
ago with my kid when he was little, and I don't know. Yeah, we just mixed and matched. I gave him a purse sometime.
Well, first of all, if you can
Pushed him down, made fun of him.
find two ears and you can find both eyes, you're doing pretty good.
Yeah, if you can find the pieces.
Yeah,
He was never
most of
find
the
the
time the
pieces.
pieces were all missing.
My daughter has a dog and a cat, little one.
Yeah,
Potato heads.
There's a bunch of
cute.
them.
Yeah.
I don't think kids were like questioning.
We have all
genders.
these feelings about it, but does it change the fun that a kid is having?
No, they don't care.
No,
I don't think
that's
care.
what I'm saying.
They're happy with cardboard
Companies
boxes.
are trying to they're trying to be woke just for the sake of trying to be woke, or it's just stupid. It makes no sense. Just sell your stupid product.
Yeah, they are. That's what they're doing. They're marketing it, and they're like, "Let's do this new thing."
And they got us talking about it.
You heard about Barbie, the new
Well, yeah,
divorce Barbie.
from a business standpoint, yes, it
It
gets you
comes
talking
with half
about
of
it.
Ken stuff.
You're stupid.
Well, I think all this stupid
Hey,
stuff piles up.
You didn't hear about Pandemic Barbie? It comes with a lot of stuff, like a TV, bag of potatoes, and she's all chunky too. It's kind of dope. Dude.
Sweatpants.
Pandemic Barbie.
Bonbons.
Quarantine Barbie.
Dude, I want to see when Karen Barbie comes out. You pull that string, it's all.
Oh, Kimmel did a bit about that the other day. Actually,
I don't like him.
they had Karen.
Yeah, we don't like him here.
Yeah.
I know.
I do.
I know
He's
one of the
funny.
guys that's a producer on his show.
He's funny.
Yeah, he
What's
says-
his name?
The producer? I'm not gonna say.
Come on, say his name.
But he's a regular at my work, and he's
Say the
super
first
cool.
letter.
And he says Jimmy's super cool.
Yeah, Jimmy's
behind the scenes.
Jimmy's a good guy, I think.
Yeah, he's a good guy. I like him. I was just kidding.
Yeah, but he did these Karen dolls, and they modeled them after all like famous Karens, like real famous, like the Central Park Karen.
Yeah.
But like you'd pull the strings, like the little kids are playing. I'm like, I want to talk to your manager. Like little kids doing this. Super funny though.
Nice.
I've been stuck on those Karen videos for a minute.
Oh, I watch them all the time.
It's a good way to end your day.
It really is.
Yeah.
People are crazy as shit.
Oh,
Man, I love seeing
my
stupid
sister's
people.
like an anti-masker, and she actually went and did protests. But I sent her a video where it was a real lady in a grocery store. She was in line, and she had her shopping cart full of stuff, and they were telling her to put a mask on. And she's like a kind of older lady, blonde lady.
South Africa.
Is it South Africa?
Yeah.
And she takes off her thong underwear and puts it over her head, over her mouth.
Ooh, that's dirty.
You can see her eyes where the legs go.
And like everyone in line is like, "Excuse me," and then yeah,
That's how you get pink eye.
Yeah, for sure. What color was the thong underwear?
black.
Was she hot?
Nah.
For this story?
she was older.
Maybe, like she was older, but you know, maybe
She
Way
just
older?
looked like somebody's mom, so it was kind of weird.
Moms are hot.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
she lost hotness points the second she took off her thong. and put it around her face.
what the?
I'm down with
Pretty
that.
gross.
that's not
Yeah,
very sanitary.
maybe in the heat of the moment, not at the grocery
If
store.
my lady took her thong off in the grocery store and put it over my head, we're doing it in the minivan. After we buckle the kids in, we're going to go behind the third row seat so they
So I was
can't
trying to bring
see.
up a weird story, and now John has a new kink.
That was disturbing.
I'm down. Yo, all of Japan's
kids'
down with
sake.
this. Why can't I, one guy, be down with this? Like they buy. I was thinking of because I've been wearing underwear lately. I have pink underwear on. I'm going to show this to the camera.
Oh my god.
Oh God.
Okay, so the
Why are you dressed for Easter Sunday today?
because I'm ready to worship. So the reason I've been doing this is I'm going through these underwear that are they're so small that my butt cheeks are eating my underwear, and it's my wife buys me underwear for
I'm
some
waiting for
guy.
the tie-in.
Yeah, but my wife buys underwear for some guy that she wishes I was. You know what I mean?
Yeah, from Express.
And from Express, and it's so small that I wear them one day and I throw them out because I'm helping her out. She doesn't have to clean those.
That and they turn into a G-string.
Yeah, that turns into a G-string.
I could know.
Do your hips hurt at the end of the day because they're so tight?
Yeah, my hips hurt no matter what I wear. I can wear sweats. And at the end of the day, I got that elastic band thing going around my waist. Like, holy crap, man. I'm trying to cut my circulation off.
Wait, are you doing a juicing? We should have a contest.
We want to do a contest? You heard it right here on the Primo Dirt.
We need to get a scale in here and then
we go.
see. Damn it, we should have brought a scale.
I got a scale, but it only weighs in grams.
Well, you guys just said we're gonna have a contest, but you have to explain.
We're going to have a weight loss contest.
So we're having a
gonna
weight loss contest. It can be juicing or whatever diet you want to choose.
crystal meth. Sorry, guys.
I'm on board. Shit.
I want to win. I'm in it to win it.
You're in it to win it? Well, if you believe in crystal meth, you believe in me.
But it's gonna cost more than you win, probably.
Yeah, but it's all
Couple
about the
teeth,
win.
Some fever dreams. It's all good.
It's not about the money. It's about
So
the
competitive.
win.
No, I'm doing keto. You're doing juicing.
Yeah, Steve, you're doing
I think I got to go keto.
you got to go with keto or
Yeah.
Cheetos. 'Cause for the first 6 months, he was eating Cheetos every day, and I'm like, dude, what are you doing? And he's like, I'm on the Cheeto diet. And I'm like, bro, it's keto diet. And then he went on Netflix and he saw it and was like, oh, that's different than the hot dog diet. You remember? You were doing the hot dog diet,
No, I was not.
Yeah, you're putting butter in your coffee. You're doing the hot dog, but you weren't chewing the hot dog. You were just swallowing it whole.
I think
That was a kielbasa.
Steve's diets. He kept getting the foot long from the Dodger Stadium, and
I think you need to open up this contest to count how much weight you gain or lose. So if you gain,
down with that.
yeah, if you gain 21 pounds, but somebody else lost 20, the 21 wins.
I gained
you're
20
on.
pounds during this whole year from the pandemic.
Good for you.
That's
No,
not
it's
bad.
good.
And you had COVID. You're the only one in here who had COVID.
COVID sucked.
You had the COVID.
It was bad, but
You didn't like it?
I need to lose 20 pounds in a month. Well, those asymptomatic pieces of shit, those guys
Yeah.
suck, man.
That's
Yeah.
me.
What's your blood type?
Dude, I don't know. I just had my blood drawn. Oh, I just got all my results back. They said you're good. No cancer.
They said I'm good?
No, me, I'm good.
Oh, you're good.
No cancer. No, not. They said you're good. Your cholesterol's good. Everything's good.
Good for you.
So I think I'm gonna take up cigarettes again.
I
Better
like-
not, fucker.
I like the Mitch Hedberg test. For he didn't want to get tested, so he asks, he calls up a friend and says, "Do you know anybody with COVID?" And he goes, "No," and he says, "Good, because you know me."
Mitch Hedberg said that?
No, he said about AIDS.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait, he's dead. You know?
I was modernizing it.
Dang, that was good, Dave. You
was pretty good.
fooled me on that. It's like, this guy's a prophet. Like Mitch Hedberg died like 20 years ago, 15. We'll put a ticker up.
What else? Any other topics? The Golden Trump? Do we didn't talk about the Golden Trump?
Oh yeah, we didn't talk about the golden trump.
They're literally
at
praising
CPAC.
the golden calf right now.
Yeah, but that's got to be a joke. Come on.
No, it's real.
No. Well, I mean, they're not really praising it, but
We'll
they're
put up
kinda
photos,
are.
but at CPAC they have a larger than life size giant. It looks like a Funko character, but it's made of gold, and it has American flag boxers.
Yeah, it looks like those
and
Pop
red sandals,
toys.
Is it made in China?
and it's golden.
It's golden.
Yeah, he has,
Probably
like,
made
he
in
has like a
China.
suit on top and then American flag shorts.
What's CPAC?
It's a conservative conference. I think Trump has spoken there before.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah, Republican.
it's a really
conservative
weird
conference.
thing to have there.
Big game. You have a golden Trump?
No, I don't. Should I have one?
I don't know. We need one on the show.
How do we get? Can we get one and put it right in the center?
Yeah, if it has a camera in it. Hell yeah.
We'll give it the little cat arm that just goes like that.
It legit looks like a Funko Pop, though, right?
It does.
Because it's lucky.
Just giant size.
Well, like
Yeah, it does.
a couple of years ago, I made I make memes sometimes, and so I took a photo of a golden calf, like Bible illustration, and I put Trump's head on it, and I posted it up, and then I lost it. But like, that happened in real life. It's like it was a meme,
happening now.
and then now it just actually happened, and it's the same expression, like.
Wow, that's
Like
awesome.
smirk.
So you came up with the idea and then you lost the idea, sent it out into the.
Well, it's like the hive mind, like
Carlos
Yeah.
Mencia stole it.
I didn't expect a joke to actually like be turned into real life. That we're like we've become a parody of ourselves.
Yeah.
America's like
What do they
becoming a meme of itself.
Life
Yeah.
imitating art.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, life imitating art, exactly.
Imitating life.
Imitating art, imitating life.
That's deep. The
Idiocracy.
infinite mirror, the idiocracy.
That's
But
a
look,
documentary,
can you
right?
imagine any other president where it would be okay? It's ever happened that they made a big giant, a 7-foot Funko golden character out of them and put him at a conference?
I know Saddam Hussein had a giant idol of himself.
He did, yeah,
right?
yeah.
Some presidents have had like big murals drawn. Like I guarantee there's probably been an Obama mural drawn on the side of a building or something like that. So that's kind of
guess
similar,
so.
but they didn't make it golden.
Well, what are your
Yeah, that's
thoughts
a
on that?
little weird.
Because there's a biblical parallel
Golden
between
brown.
that, the golden Trump.
There's a biblical parable. What's the biblical?
Well, because they
golden
created
calf.
the golden calf when Moses
Yeah,
went
but-
up into to get the, and then he came down, broke those, and then went back in. And
When he had the 15 and he dropped the one plaque.
So,
So the similarity is they're
15
both
commandments
golden
actually dropped one
things
of them.
in these
no,
stories.
but I think it's a spin
there a
off of that,
correlation?
isn't it? Or no, it's not.
I'm
Is it a tribute?
I don't know. It could be a tribute. Yeah. Are they down there worshiping, getting naked in front of the statue and all
I
that?
think it's for selfies
I
mostly.
wonder if somebody is.
Marjorie Taylor Greene was.
Oh, was she?
reportedly,
Oh,
yes.
There's 7 billion people. Somebody's had sex with that Trump golden calf thing. Like, I think at some point.
We, maybe it's a reaction to because there have been a lot of artworks made like mocking Trump. Like they made the naked statues of Trump and they put them all around New York and stuff. Maybe this is a reaction to like, okay, we're gonna do a fun, cool thing of Trump instead of
Yeah.
to counterbalance the other things.
Well, he's currently, I guess, they finally got his tax returns.
Oh, yeah.
He said it's gonna take. They said it's gonna take months to comb through because he has millions of pages.
I
to go
think
through.
just he's out of the limelight. Kind of leave him out of the limelight.
They can't. He makes too much money in the headlines.
He's gonna
Yeah,
run.
you're right
He
about
plans
that.
to run in 2024. Apparently,
He's gonna win. Watch.
You think
he
so?
will win.
You think so?
Because they're not going to have another Democratic nominee. It's going to be Biden. He's going to go for re-election.
Hey, look, I'm
And
not
it's
saying.
not going to go well. He might lose.
He stands a chance.
So
I'm not saying-
why wouldn't he win? Most presidents get reelected. Why wouldn't he win?
Oh, the jury's still out on that, but I don't think he's gonna. Well, first of all, is he gonna survive this first term? He
Well,
looks
here's the
dead
thing: a lot
already.
of people that are
Yeah.
staunch Trump supporters didn't vote. A
We
lot of
gotta-
people at the Capitol that stormed the Capitol didn't even vote in the election
Why?
because they're idiots. Probably felons, most of them.
Nah,
I don't
Now they are.
know.
I look at it like this.
There's 320 million Americans. Only 150 of them voted. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I forgot what I was going to say.
But why wouldn't Trump or Biden win a re-election?
Wait, hold on. I remember what I was going to say.
There you go.
Actually, why do we keep voting in old people? Should we have fresh young minds on this?
Well,
Like
I
50s?
I theorize they might push Kamala on the next one, but I don't know. They might not risk that. They might.
You really think so?
I think they're trying to. Well, it depends on
Kamala's
how
like
she.
a
It depends on how
superstar
she
in the
does.
Democratic world.
Yeah, but she doesn't have the experience to go up.
Nowhere
against the big
near.
boys.
But neither does Trump. He was a reality show host and a businessman,
Well, Biden was VP,
and not even a good businessman.
you know, before.
Oh no, that's debatable.
That's
according
the
to
way it is.
according to his losses that he claims.
We were talking. Wait, hold on. We were talking about this. He went bankrupt in 3 or 4 companies, but he has 80 companies that are successful.
He does
So
have
he's not
he
a
does
bad
have
businessman.
successful companies.
But wait, can we talk about real quick about how his wife looks like she just absolutely hates him?
Yeah,
Every time
that
she's on
does
camera?
seem like that.
I think that's the plastic surgery.
I doubt they were married for
That might
love.
be.
Oh wait, I mean it was like every time
she
she's on
looked at him, it
camera,
was
she's
like,
like, I hate this fool.
You know what? If I was
think she likes
president,
him.
my wife would look at me like that because
No,
she looks
for
at me
sure.
like that right
Already?
now. So,
Well, how can
yeah,
any
it's like-
honestly? How can any real relationship stand the strain of a presidency? You're never spending time together
yeah,
most of the time.
that should be good on
just
some
too busy.
relationships. You know, if you just
Well, it's
never-
supposed to be a noble sacrifice where you're
Yeah.
Yeah.
doing a service for the people. You know, that's what it's supposed to be, not a
Every-
get rich quick scheme.
Every president that goes, whether it's 4 or 8 years, they always look like they've aged 20 years by the time they come out of it.
because
That's
yeah,
a
It's always,
stressful
way
job.
worse.
Yeah, Obama went in there with a full set of hair, like
Yeah, like
black.
he looked really young, and when
And
he
he
came out,
left.
he looked like an old man. It's
Yeah,
like,
but-
dude, it's only been 8 years.
yeah, but 8 years at that time when you start to gray really fast, like, but that makes sense.
That's true. For me, 8 years ago,
Yeah.
it's gotten pretty bad.
yeah, so you should not run for president.
Yeah, I
dude.
guess that's true.
You won't do well after 8 years.
I look like Danny DeVito after 2 terms.
You shrink.
Oh God, it'd be terrible.
He'll grow. Let's do this, Stevie. Give us some words of wisdom and let's talk a little about this. Come on, look up some words of wisdom.
Yeah, we're done with that.
You're done. Yeah, we've never done
You
it.
get one a
we
day,
didn't-
John.
we
You
didn't
get
plan
one a
that.
day, and it was pizza's ready.
Yeah, okay, pizza's ready.
That's right.
You're asking
get that.
too
I already
much.
blew
here.
my load on that one.
Let's take a little time
On
for
the pizza?
let's let our guests do some wrap up and give us what does he want to talk about? What do you want to plug? You know, what do you want to say to the viewers / listeners?
How did you enjoy this experience with all these nuts? Not me, but these guys.
No,
Oh, these guys are
Cool.
nuts.
no, I think it's interesting to hear everybody's perspective on stuff.
Yeah.
Some interesting, some pretty stupid, like the potato guys, whatever the hell they
Yeah,
were.
it is, yeah.
But no, man, just
We hit the hard topics.
you have one life to live it to the fullest, man. Because if not, you have no one to blame but yourself.
Yeah, that's true.
I agree with that.
Yeah. With that, we can wrap it up.
Yeah.
Cheers.
So, yeah, we got the regulars.
Yeah, that's right. We have the Miranda brothers, Danny and Stevie.
Hey.
We got Johnny Peace on the mic right here saying, "What up, Primo Dirt?" And we have the creator, David Pursley. And special guest today is Pastor Nate Andrade.
When are you gonna invite Cinnabon to the show?
Cinnabon, I wish I could.
It's too
Cinnabon's
controversial.
actually, because I may believe in angels. I believe she's an angel.
Of course you do.
And
who are you
I'll
talking
tell
about?
what, Cinnabon.
Oh, he doesn't know.
Oh, you
Well,
haven't heard of
I thought you were just
Cinnabon?
joking about the pastry at the mall, but when
No.
you actually
Well, that's what I thought when I first found out about
Oh.
Cinnabon.
is Cinnabon, is she like an exotic dancer or
You
something?
gotta see
No,
this.
you can say she's an exotic dancer. It's one of the things, but she's really a muse.
She's
And when she-
mythical, is what she is.
Oh, she's a muse. Okay.
Yeah, she's a muse, and when she shows up, it's crazy because something happens to you great in your life. She gives you some dances, and later on, she tells you something's going to happen, and something happens to you. And it's I went back to that club because Cinnabon was amazing. First of all, because she's pushing like 320, 350.
I thought it was
Oh, okay.
more closer to
Close to
400.
that, but she
Are
has
these
it-
lap dances?
and she has it in all the right places.
No,
And
dude,
you
she'll rearrange her
yeah,
back.
you ever seen a stripper slide down the pole with her legs? She slid up
yeah.
the pole all the
I've
way
only
to the
been to a
top.
strip club twice.
Right, and I went back to that strip
Took
club.
you to the first one.
You.
Yeah, that's right.
And then you for the second one.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
right.
God. Brotherly love.
When I turned 18 and when I got married.
I went
And I
back.
missed that one because
Because your current ex-wife
That's right.
said if you went in there, she would leave you, so
That's
you didn't
right.
go in there.
And she left
Yeah,
you
what
And
in.
you ended up
That's
at a
right.
bar with a couple of skinheads that ended up wanting to fight you.
Yeah.
Much safer.
Much safer.
I went back to the strip club to ask for her again, and they didn't even know who I was talking about. they didn't know, like as if she was
Like
an
she was like
angel.
a guardian angel that
Like
just
she
showed
came-
up on the
yeah.
night when you needed her.
And you hear stories about her from a lot of famous people who are not really supposed to talk about her. Like I've heard Woody Harrelson talk about her. I've heard.
Are you serious? This is real.
Yeah, that's serious.
You're not fucking with me.
No, I'll put up a picture.
This is a real thing.
It's a real thing. That's how I got the.
But no one can find her. Like she's not online or anything.
No,
because angels are not online.
There's no Cinnabon for fans only.
There's no picture of angels or God on YouTube. You know what I mean? It's only Mary on a cheese toast.
Well, now I'm just gonna like scour every strip club in California trying to find Cinnabon.
You can't find her. She finds you, bro.
That's right.
Well, I need money.
When you
so how do I
stop
find
looking,
my
she'll
ass?
find you.
If you go, she will come.
if you go, she will come.
So we can end that on Steve's words of wisdom. If you go, she will come. Thanks for listening to the
Cinnabon.
Primo
If you're out
Dirt
there.
podcast.
The altar, she supposed, and on it was Hector.
Is the throne empty? Is the king dead? The empire unpossessed?
Off with his head.
You got me going in circles.